Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are listening from. Today, we are going to be continuing from the tech from the scratch movement. This series that we have been on is concentrating on how to help people who have zero knowledge about the computer to get into tech. I have seen that concentration has been on more of the advanced ways of using the computers or using some particular softwares or doing coding, doing data analytics and all of those. And a lot of YouTube content creators have concentrated on those. So I have decided to use this movement to help those who know only how to put on their computer to be able to get comfortable using the computer and getting into tech themselves. So if you are a bit advanced, this may not make a lot of sense to you, or it may look too elementary to you, but trust me, there are a lot of people who need this knowledge out there. If you have a friend that you think should know this, computing from the scratch or using the computer from the scratch, you may want to refer that individual to this playlist. So today, just without wasting more time, we will be talking about some basic things like how to open applications and close them in the computer. So in the previous sessions, we've tried to evaluate the keyboard. So today we are going to be opening application, minimizing application, maximizing application, trying to just see how it looks, right? So remember, if you want to search for anything, you're going to click on here and then you can search for what you are searching for. Remember that we had brought up the on-screen keyboard, right, in one of our videos. So I'm just trying to bring that up again. So what did I do? I just came here, I searched for ONS, and then on screen came up, and I clicked on enter, which is this one on my physical keyboard, and this keyboard here, which is a soft keyboard, came up on my screen. Okay, so that's what I did. So what I want to do now is how to call up applications that I have on this PC. Let's say, for example, I am looking for, I want to select, or I want to search for Google Chrome and it is not here. Remember, I told you here is a desktop. So if I'm looking for Google Chrome, so what I will do is to click on this Windows button. Remember, we called this Windows button in the last, in one of the previous videos. So what I will call this is, what I would do if this come up is I will type Chrome and then it will come up when I'm typing something that is, bringing up the name, right? Either from this side or from this side. If I had typed Google as well, then it should bring it up for me, right? So the next thing I would do to have this open, I'm just going to click on this enter on my keyboard or press this enter key on my keyboard, and then the Google Chrome application is going to open. So let me move this one down, so just in case when we need it again, or I want to minimize this one. So to minimize is this button here, this minus sign. So once I click it, then it's going to drop down here. Okay, so this is Google Chrome browser. So I'm just going to click on this to maximize, right? And this is to minimize. That means it's going to drop it here, right? I have more than one open, so I'm just close them all. I'm just close this one, I mean two of them off, so that you know that okay, I have one now open here, which is what the one we just opened, right? Now, if I want to look at this um rectangle here, there are two. Will I call them square? They are square actually. There are two, one at the front and the other at the back, right? I mean the far here, the far right hand, top right hand corner of my screen. So if I click on here, it will restore it. What it will do is it will bring it back to the way it was when I first opened it, like this, right? Then this button here, that same double rectangle, I mean square, I don't know why I call it rectangle most time, you have to click it again to maximize it, to maximize. So I have shown you now how to minimize. So if you minimize, it's going to drop to this bar here, right? This black horizontal rectangle here at the base of the computer, and this is called the task bar. The task bar. Okay, taskbar. So this is at the task bar. So if I want to bring it up on my screen again, I'm just going to click on this and it is going to open the application for me. Okay, so if I want to again resize it, that is to say restore it to the smaller one, I'll do this. I hope I'm not over repeating. So you can click this to maximize. Here is to minimize, and this far right hand side that you have the red star here, will I call it star, a cross here, or an X inside this red box is where you're going to close it. So if you put it there, it's actually interacting with you. Okay, you have it writing close, and then because it is user friendly, once you move it to the middle one, you to show you another thing, which is restore. And if you move it here to show you that it is minimized. Okay, so we're just going ahead to close the Google Chrome application. I hope that makes sense to you. I also want to close this one out so that you don't get confused when I open them again. So another browser that I have on this PC is the Edge browser. Okay, so because I know the name, if I type Microsoft Edge, it is going to bring out Microsoft Edge for me. If I type Edge, it's going to bring the same application for me. So what are we going to do? We've minimized already. You know what minimize is. We have minimized the on-screen keyboard here. So the essence of bringing this on-screen keyboard is just so you can know what I am pressing in my physical computer. But I would rather use this so that we can all be on the same page. Okay. So I want to bring up another application, and it's called Edge browser. So I will click this, and then I will just type on EDG. Then it's going to bring up Edge here, all right? And if I press enter, then it's going to open it. Or I type Microsoft, Microsoft. You can see it's coming up already. So where the blue check or where the blue highlight is centered on is where the application is active for opening. So once I click on enter now, then I'm expecting it to open this application for me. And again, you see that it is not maximized. It is leaving spaces here. So what I would do the same way what we did there, we can just maximize, restore, and then minimize. Okay, and then if we bring it up back from the taskbar this way, then we can decide to what to close it out, and that's how to close that. So for example, I want to open Word on this PC. Microsoft Word is, we've used it in the previous video to type. Like I told you, it's a text editing software. So the way you can bring it up again is to bring up your on-screen keyboard, and then you come to the Windows button, which is on the computer. Then what you do now is just to type either Word or you type Microsoft Word. And then when you put this and then click enter, it's going to bring up Word for you. Okay. So and if it brings it up this way, it will tell you, do you want to open what you already have existing, new, or you want to create? Of course, I'm just going to do blank document. Don't worry, when we get to Word, we are also going to look at how all these work. But for now, I'm just showing you around on how to open the application. The same way, how to restore, how to maximize, and then if you minimize, it's going to be on the taskbar and it's going to be bearing W here, okay? And then if that's the case, if you want to also close it, you use the same way to close, just the same interface. So maybe the last one we're just going to do is to bring up the Excel. So first off, I want to see what I have on the taskbar. I'm just going to click close it out, and then I'll come to the on-screen keyboard here. I'm just going to click on the Windows button, and then I'm going to check or search for Excel. So once I type the first three characters, it's going to bring this up for me. I will hit on the enter key on my keyboard, and it's supposed to bring me the Excel document. The same way with Word, it will tell me if I want to open a new blank or a blank workbook. I'm just going to click on this, and this is also again to maximize, to restore, to minimize, Then if you want to restore, click on this. Then here is maximize, and then here is close. So it appears to all applications that I will likely have. Let's say I don't know the name of the applications I want to open, and I'm just trying to see that I have a look. Once I click here, it brings up all the application I have on this PC here at a glance, right? And whatever I'm looking for example, I'm looking for PowerPoint. I can open it from here. If I'm looking for folders, I can open them from here. If I'm looking for pictures, I can also come here to go and open it. But I just want us to open the what's it called, PowerPoint from this point, and then we shall now call it a wrap. So if you come down here on the list and you just take your time to flip through, if I see PowerPoint on time, yeah, this is it, right? So you just click on it, and just the same way that we did, this is blank, and I'll just click on blank presentation, and it should just be up this way. I can decide to again minimize, restore, or close this application. So I hope this was able to show you how to open application in a computer. So how to open, how to minimize, how to maximize, how to restore, and how to close. And you also use opportunity to know what is called the task bar, which is this bar down here on the horizontal. So thank you very much for this. If you know anyone that would need this kind of lessons, please share with the person. Let us put hands together and help people who do not know anything about tech or know very little about tech to get into tech. Don't see this to be too elementary that you don't want to share with somebody. Check out. There must be somebody you want to share this with, and encourage the person that it is going to be from the scratch. So if anyone has any question regarding what was done, please put it in the comment section. I would have to dedicate a lot of time to make sure that I provide answer to people who want to know. No matter how simple this question seem, I will give you the best shot of answer so that it can be well clear to the individuals who watched this video and need clarification on some things. So if you have watched it to this extent and you like the content of this video, please try to give it a like. If you have not subscribed, please do, because we have a lot and a lot coming on this session. Thank you and have a great and wonderful day. Cheers from here.